What's good, everybody? My name is the Generation 71. Thank you for tuning back into a little, it's kind of a rant video, but more of a, hey, you need to wake up and smell the roses type of video. So essentially, I mean, if a lot of you don't already know, of course, the infection Easter egg has been solved already. Less than 24 hours, of course, which is not really too surprising now that the Easter egg hunt has become such a mainstream thing at this point. Of course, you're going to have a bunch of people trying to go for it and actually trying to solve it. So it makes sense that it gets solved so quick. But I think, especially after this one, I mean, it's something that I've noticed for a very, very long time. But I think with this one, people are starting to notice a little bit more that the fact that you just can't share information. Plain and simple. I know a lot of people have pushed the idea of community and saying, hey, you know, we need to strive together, solve this as a community. It doesn't matter who gets the credit. Well, plain and simple, we already know who's going to get the credit. It's the big names, plain and simple. Even if somebody, to put it lightly, just, was first in the world, they're going to get some credit, but they're not even going to get all the credit because the people who are interested in it are going to be watching the big names, not somebody who's just up and coming at this point. So it's one of those things that people need to start realizing that's kind of the way it goes. I mean, even with me, I mean, I honestly had found the golden skillet before anybody else had, but of course, I mean, I'm not going to get credit for it. I know with Rad Austin and I forget his other guy's name, you know, links will be in the description down below. They had actually finished most of the Easter egg within the first hour of them playing, and yet they're not going to get any credit for it. And then it's one of those things that in the end, yes, you do want to share information, you do want to feel like we're in a community, but that's the thing, when it comes to YouTube, there is no such thing as a community anymore, especially when you introduce money to it. It's going to be the person who wants to, you know, finish it first, get all the fame, quote unquote, and, you know, get the money, because, you know, if they do it first, more views equals more money, plain and simple. I know a lot of people were complaining about it too, but it was kind of funny because as soon as they were complaining about it, they were doing the very same thing that they were complaining about as far as, like, you know, just snubbing it off people, you know, not necessarily coming together as a community. And what I love seeing too is how, you know, when people stream and asking for, it's like, hey, do you guys have any ideas? Yeah. And then, you know, somebody might have a great idea, but then all of a sudden, you know, they're not going to get credit for it. And it was just one of those things that always kind of throws me for a loop. So kind of makes me laugh. But I mean, congratulations to I'm just gonna call him Noah. I'm not gonna say his YouTube channel. For finishing it first, he did. I know for a fact though, he didn't necessarily do it all by himself. So if he does say that, I mean, but I mean, everybody's gonna say that no matter what. Hell, if I had solved it first, I probably would have said, yep, did it all by myself, man, because I know how YouTube works, plain and simple. So so in the end, I mean, as much as I would have liked to have been the first one to finish it, I mean, I'm not, and hey, that's life. There's always next time, right? Still got 2 DLCs to go. It was the same thing with the Origins Easter egg. We were technically the first group to do it live. Do we get any recognition? No, not really. So, but either way, I mean, it was a great zombie hunt. I will say it was ridiculous. I was actually tied with the lead person for the longest time. But of course, I just choked and I died, so I had to restart. So it was just ridiculous. But hey, you know, it happens. So. But I mean, that's all I really wanted to go over. I mean, in the end, like I said, with YouTube and all this thing, I mean, as much as I want to say, hey, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like I guess, a theory for life as well, where somebody isn't going to necessarily help you out unless you have something to offer them as well. And then a lot of people, especially on YouTube, once you offer that olive branch, they'll take it and make sure that you don't give it back. So you just got to be careful, and I think that's something where I just want to tell anybody as far as YouTubing goes, is just be careful who you associate with, because some people will just, you know, throw you down just to get ahead, you know, walk over you to get ahead, hell, even throw you into a well to get ahead. So just be careful and all that. So, but it was a great Easter egg run, guys. I mean, I definitely, next time, I will definitely, I'm claiming it right now, first in the world. I'm gonna show that I'm the best out there. The only reason I wasn't able to do it this time, because honestly, it was kind of like late notice, had to work before and after. It was ridiculous, but hey, such is life, you know. I can make excuses all I want. It doesn't change the fact that what happened. So anyways, I want to thank you for tuning in, guys. This has kind of been my jump start to getting back into YouTube, so of course I'll go ahead and start doing a little bit more videos about different types of things. So I'm gonna cut it there for now. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for anybody who actually watched any of the zombie videos, and hey, this has been the Generation 71, and we'll catch you guys later.